It's a favorites video and it's a long one. Grab yourself a snack. We're gonna be here a minute. Today we're gonna be talking fragrance, body care, skincare, makeup. I even got a book to throw in the mix, hair care. We're doing it all today. Before we get started, make sure you thumbs up the video and subscribe if you are new here, and definitely come hang out with me on Instagram. I'm trying to grow over there. Come join me, come help me. I would greatly appreciate it. I have been up and at 'em all day. I'm kind of tired, so this video might be a little rambly. Let me through it, but let's get started. Want to talk about fragrance and get this out of the way, finally. I've been wanting to share with you guys my final thoughts on my Arabic perfume era. You've probably heard me talk about it here on YouTube the past few months. Long story short, I discovered the perfume girlies of social media, and those wily minxes, one way or the other, inadvertently talked me into buying a ton of Arabic perfume, and I bought 8 of them, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and put my shame right out there. 8 fragrances, I like 3. I love 2. One of them I like. I want to talk to you guys about the 2 that I love, so that if you're on a similar place as I am, if you're trying to, you know, broaden your horizons and try new fragrances, but you're also kind of a basic bitch like me, I can help you out, because I don't know, my fragrance choices might not be groundbreaking at all. They're not niche. They're not big, you know, secrets. They're good. They're fine. I need people to talk to me like I'm an idiot when it comes to fragrance. So that's what I'm about to do for y'all. Please understand, I do it with love. First thing I want to talk to you about is the Car. I will leave all this down below. I'm afraid I'm going to butcher all of it. The Car Pistachio from Paris Corner. This one. This is a dead-on dupe for Pistachio Gelato from Kayali, which I have wanted for a very long time. I went in store, smelled it, loved it, and decided to buy the dupe before I invested in the original, because it was going to save me like 70 bucks. I'm like, if you can save $1 on your beauty, you might as well try. I could not believe how similar this was when it arrived. I'm talking identical. I can't tell a difference at all. This perfume is for you if you like pistachio, because I do. Pistachio food, pistachio ice cream, pistachio scented candles, everything. I just love it. And, you know, you do have to like that. Now, what I will say about this, do not let the fact that it has a pistachio note in it fool you into thinking it's super sticky, syrupy sweet, because it's not. It has a fluffiness, it has a freshness to it. I've heard a lot of people say that this is a good gourmand for the summer, and if you can't tell, I've used quite a bit of it. That's a nice little dent to making something I've only had for about a month and a half. I don't find this to be the best layering fragrance for me personally. I like it totally on its own. And as far as I'm concerned, if this continues to wow me the way that it has, I don't know that I'll ever pick up the Kayali, because they are literally identical in my opinion. So if you do love Kayali, don't want to drop the $100 plus on it next time you need to replenish your stash, or if you're just interested in a great dupe for the Kayali, here it is. You're welcome. This one, the story behind it is so funny. For years, ever since everyone started talking about the fact that Rihanna smells amazing and this is her signature scent, it's Kilian, Love Don't Be Shy. I was like, girl, tell me more. I want to smell like Rihanna. So I kept trying to smell this perfume. The bottle, I think, of Kilian is like $200-300. That's just banana sandwich to me. It's not. I'll spend that kind of money on like a hair tool or like a facial. I'm not spending it on perfume. I'm just not doing it. I heard through enough reputable sources, people who I really believe knew what they were talking about in the perfume game, say that this was a dead-on dupe for Love Don't Be Shy. Now keep in mind, until I received this in the mail, I had never smelled Love Be Shy. Don't Be Shy. I don't know what it smells like. I know what the notes are, but I've also learned that that doesn't mean shit to me. Like, you can tell me the notes and it doesn't mean I'm gonna at all know what it's gonna smell like. So this, when it got here, I just remember being like, really? Like, this is what everyone's always saying smells so good and Love Don't Be Shy is amazing and it's Rihanna. Like, I was not impressed at all. I didn't even think I was gonna, I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this, no. What's funny is I've seen a few people say this on social media, and in fact, some of you guys have said this to me in comment sections lately, that with Arabic perfumes, you kind of gotta let them breathe for a minute. They gotta mature, they gotta maturate, they gotta get aerated, I don't know, something. It's like wine apparently, and I thought that was just a bunch of hokum. Turns out, one of 2 things has happened. Either this has matured or I have, because let's say I received this in the mail on a Thursday. By the following Tuesday, I kept going back over my perfume tray and being like, I think I like this. Like, it wasn't an immediate attraction, it had to build, but now I actually really do love this. And I can't guarantee, like I said, I'm basic as hell when it comes to fragrance. I think so, at least. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think everyone's gonna like this. Don't let, again, the branding and the marketing behind Love Don't Be Shy fool you. I don't think everyone's gonna like it. This is very powdery, like that's a lot of what I get here. Powdery, sweet, floral with a little bit of citrus. It doesn't sound like a good combination on its face, and Lord knows, like I said, when I first tried it, I didn't even like it that much. But now, and especially as the colder months are starting to come our way, I can see just plowing through this bottle. If you are looking for a dupe for Love Don't Be Shy, from what I hear, again, I still haven't smelled the OG because I can never get my hands on it. Either I'll go into a store and it's not there, or I've even tried to order samples from like Scent Split or whatever. Can't get it. It's always out of stock. This is beautiful. Again, don't think everyone's gonna like it. For me, this is a 10 out of 10. Last fragrance. Funny story behind this one as well. This is Okja X Paul That Girl Viral Vanilla. I gotta be honest with you, I don't know who Mr. Paul is, but sir, you did a great job here. I must take my hat off to you. I picked this up completely just on a whim because I wanted a good gourmand, and that's not normally my style. I'm much more drawn to fresh and floral fragrances. This is very outside of my comfort zone with fragrances. A lot of sweet fragrances, especially in the summer, just don't do it for me. They're like sticky, and then it's mixed with like the smell of sweat, and it's hot outside. It does nothing for me. So I just randomly decided to pick this up, had no expectations of it, just wanted to try it because I've wanted to try Okja for a while. And I gotta tell y'all, this is incredible. In fact, what I will say this is a pretty good dupe for Bianco Latte, and I only know that because I did order a sample of Bianco Latte, which is a very viral fragrance that everybody and their mom are losing their mind over. This is so similar to Bianco Latte, but the only difference that I could really tell is that this one has a much heavier spiciness to it, like particularly cinnamon. I can never say that word first time I try. To the degree that if you spray too much of this, it'll kind of make you like cough a little bit, like the air gets a little spicy. But outside of that, this is so nice. It is creamy, it is sweet, it's spicy. In fall, this is gonna be all she wrote. And what I like about this more than anything is it layers well with literally anything I own that's even remotely on the sweet side. Like for example, recently I've been wearing this a lot with Replica's Coffee Break. This and Coffee Break together are just like my dream scent at the moment. But yeah, if you've seen this all over Instagram, you've been targeted by the algorithm and you're wondering if it's worth the hype, I think it is, especially like I said, if you're looking for a dupe for Bianco Latte, if you're looking for something a little bit gourmand but not like sticky sweet. This reminds me a lot of Bath & Body Works Warm Vanilla Sugar, but a little elevated, just a little nicer. Let's talk about this book really quick. I haven't mentioned a book in a favorites video in a long time, but I'd like to get back to doing it more often. This is a book called My Husband by Maud Ventura. It's been translated from French, which makes me feel so classy. Anyway, this book fits comfortably into a niche. It's a type of book I love to read. In fact, if you've taken any of my recommendations in the past, like Boy Parts by Eliza Clark, there's a book called A Certain Kind of Hunger that I read when I was pregnant that was so vile. There were several times I was pregnant as you get, morning sickness and everything, just like it was so gross, so dark and just heavy. There's a book called White Ivy that's kind of not gross like some of the other books can be, but it's just this Gone Girl. It's just basically a woman who has lost her damn mind, and it's fun to kind of see. I guess fun's a strong word. It's interesting to see the world through their eyes, and you quite literally do that within this book because it takes place first person perspective. You are in this sick woman's head. There was a point towards the end where I had just been in her head for so long. The book does a really good job of that, by the way. You feel like you were hanging out in her brain. It's been so long in there that I was like, we gotta wrap this up, Miss Ventura. I can't sit here in this woman's sick head anymore. It wraps up nicely. It's not super dense. It's just enough messed upness to kind of get you where you want to go, but it's not like Boy Parts or A Certain Kind of Hunger that can make you literally just feel like you need to take a shower. It's a little fun. It's kind of funny. It reminds me of like Nicole Kidman acting like a combination of Patrick Bateman and Joe Goldberg is what I got from this. This woman was crazy in the best, most delicious way. She's basically obsessed with her husband. That sounds almost impossible to be obsessed with your husband. Hello, I've been married for 13 years and there's just some times where I'm like, you again? So I couldn't imagine like being obsessed. It's crazy. You should read it. I'm just saying, it was really good. I gave this like a 4. I'll give this a 4.5 stars. Almost perfect. This next part of the video goes out to the grown and sexy people. Here's why, because we're about to talk about vaginas. I, for years, have had problems with ingrown hairs and irritation post-shave or post-wax. I think I've even done sugaring before. I've done pretty much everything you can do in that vicinity for hair removal, and no matter what I do, no matter what my waxer suggests, no matter what products I buy, I still end up with a lot of irritation and razor burn, and it's not fun. It's not comfortable, it's unsightly, and I like my dinner plate to be very, very pristine. Imagine my surprise when I pick these up from Truly. This is the Kuka concentrate. It's basically gone. Like, there's a teeny bit left, and this is the Kuka oil. These have changed my life. So what I do is put this on right after I shave for a couple of days, and then after those first couple initial days post shave have passed, then I'll start just using this one. Again, this is essentially, from what I can tell, the exact same product. This is just more concentrated. This stuff works, man. I had incredibly low expectations. I'm not gonna lie. Truly as a brand was something I always wanted to try, but did not think I was gonna like. Turns out I love everything this company makes. There's actually more stuff from them that I'm about to put in my empties videos. I've cleared all of it. All of it is good. But if I have to recommend something that's effective and gonna get you a good result, that's past the point of like, oh, it smells nice and it feels nice, this works. This is incredibly efficacious. Again, the Kuka oil, the Kuka concentrate, I don't really know, like I said, the difference. You'd have to kind of go on a little investigation to figure out which one you need. You probably don't need both, but they work. And I had to tell you guys because, I mean, who else can I tell this stuff to, really? It just blew my mind. I want to talk about our new shampoo and conditioner I've been testing. I haven't been testing it super long, but I already know it's a favorite. It does not take me long to figure that out as it pertains to hair care. And usually what determines for me a good shampoo and conditioner is a couple things. Number one, obviously I need my hair to feel clean, but I also don't want to feel the need to wash it again very soon. And also, I need it to be pretty hydrating because my hair, you guys, I can't even get into it. I broke off so much of my hair a couple months ago. Like, this is just a good example of it. These little tiny baby hairs that I have been stuck with, all this underside of my hair snapped off because I used a box hair dye on it. And what's most upsetting about that is prior to me doing so, my hair was literally the best it had ever been in my life. My hair was down to my elbows. That was my dream, was to grow it that long. I have extensions in today. It's not all my hair. I finally got my hair exactly where I wanted it. I was so proud of it. I loved it so much. And then I snapped it off. So all that to say, I need hydration in my hair. Every hairstylist I've ever had has always told me that I have a lot of hair. I don't believe them, but that's what they say. They say I have a lot of hair, but I have fine hair. So my brain has decided that that means it's gonna break more easily. Because if you think about it, fine just means thin, not a lot of durability to it. It's not tough. It's just, you know, it's fine. It'll snap right off. So what I'm looking for in a shampoo conditioner now, cleanse my scalp thoroughly so I get some volume because my hair is stick straight and wants to stick straight down. Cleanse it well enough that I don't have to return to wash it again anytime soon because that will actually increase the likelihood of damage to your hair is washing it too much. And hydrate my ends really, really well so they don't snap off again. And enter L'Oreal Professional Pro Longer shampoo and conditioner. I've actually picked up several of these L'Oreal Professional products. I like all of them, but I just wanted to highlight this. I got this at Sephora for $40. I know $40 is not chump change, I get it, but for a bottle this big at Sephora of good hair care to be 40 bucks is wild to me. This has amino acids, it has a filler A100, it smells really beautiful. It kind of reminds me of like a spa or something. In fact, I used to go to a hair salon in Vegas that was a L'Oreal salon and they used a lot of L'Oreal Pro products. And I remember the smell that would waft into my nose as Amy Lara Hey Girl was doing my shampoo in the bowl and just loving it. And that has that same beautiful fragrance. Again, I know $40 is not chump change. It's nothing to sneeze at, but 80 bucks all in on a really good, effective hair care routine, I don't think is bad at all, especially because let me tell you this, what day is it? It's Thursday. I washed my hair last Saturday and it's still good. I mean, I need to color my hair. You can see my roots pretty bad. But outside of that, it's still clean. It's still clean. It's still soft, which is hard to believe. My scalp and my hair could be so clean, but not dry. Because I feel like it's usually one or the other, right? These are just really nice. I had to put you on. So I posted a reel and a YouTube video recently about my skincare routine because I think I've really dialed it in. Knock on wood, please don't smite me. And one of the things I said in the reel and in my YouTube video was how sheet masking has truly become a non-negotiable for me. I sheet mask literally every day. These are some that I've been loving that maybe you guys have not tried. This is the Pyeongkang Yule Black Tea Revitalizing Mask Pack. I might have already told you guys about this one, but I can't say enough good things about it. Listen, that's one thing you can never say about me. You can never say Whitney Hedrick gets on here every video and talks about something new, and every favorite we hear from her, we never see again. Not true. I will beat a dead horse. Let me tell you what. And if I have already told you about this, let me bring it up again. The Pyeongkang Yule Black Tea line. The whole thing that I've tried is impeccable. This is the most hydrating sheet mask I've ever used, and my skin is dry now, dry to normal, and winter's coming. It's not gonna be any better for us dry skin girls out here. If you need a sheet mask that is actually gonna deeply, deeply hydrate your skin, like the serum in here is thick. It feels thick when it goes on. It takes a little bit for it to dry and absorb because it is so viscous, if you will. I'm telling you, this is like first of all, the packaging, everything about this line gets me. But you could put this like an SK2 package or a Tatcha package and I would believe it. Like this is high end, period, in my opinion. This is such a beautiful line. If you haven't tried it, check it out and maybe get your feet wet here if you like a sheet mask. The next one is not as hydrating, okay? This is the most hydrating. This one is more I use for like the benefit of the propolis ingredient. This is the COSRX Propolis Nourishing Magnet Sheet Mask. It has propolis, royal jelly, and honey extract. I love the packaging design that COSRX is doing on their sheet masks now. There's something so wholesome and cute about this. I don't know how to explain it. First of all, what I like about this one, and I think that's what this magnet word refers to, you can put this one on your face and walk around your house. Like for the most part, this one especially, you cannot. Like lay down and get comfy. This one will stick to your face and you can actually move around and do stuff. But the propolis ingredient in here, I don't know how to explain it. Like the next day, my skin, because I do these at night, my skin looks brighter, more soothed. It just looks happy. Like it gives my skin some sort of balance and harmony. All the sheet masks I have, I love. Like again, usually for me, the name of the game is moisture, hydration, soothing. My skin gets red really easily. This one just does something a little bit different. It's very light. So even if you're oily and don't want a ton of that extra hydration, maybe you're a little nervous, you would still like this one. But it's the tone of your skin, like the overall appearance of it the next day. It's pretty special. I don't use propolis in my, am I saying that right? Propolis? I don't use this ingredient in my skincare routine, but I'm thinking about changing my ways because this works so well. If you like the COSRX Propolis Serum, you'll like this. I'm trying to tell you. You guys know I've been having a huge moment with BK Beauty this year and their brushes. These are the first brushes outside of BK Beauty I have picked up since February. Me even trying a new brush line and even liking one enough to bring to a favorites video should say something to you because BK Beauty's been rocking my world all year. These are the Rephr detail brushes. These are the tiniest little brushes you've ever seen. Like this one in particular, the number 23, I don't even know if it's gonna show up on camera. It's so small. I use it to do my eyeliner now. Like I'll just take a pencil or I'll take a powder, an eyeshadow, and just draw my eyeliner on, and this tiny little brush is so good if you have hooded eyes or smaller eyes. I didn't used to really care too much for a detail brush because I felt like, oh my god, this is gonna take me forever. But now that my eyeshadow looks are a little bit more on the minimal side, I mean today I feel like I'm a little heavy on the eyes, but whatever. I love this brush in particular, but all of these Rephr detail brushes, again, if you have hooded eyes and you're having a difficult time with eyeshadow placement, you feel like the brushes are just taking over your entire eyelid and you're not able to create any definition or structure, which at the end of the day is what eyeshadow is for. I know eyeshadow is not very trendy right now, but I've still got to do it, okay? This is what you want. You want the Rephr detail brush set. I love this line. I like Rephr in general. These brushes are so well made. They're beautiful. I want to try more of them, but I think I've mentioned these brushes in a video recently. I just wanted to make sure to give them a little bit more love because I am a big makeup brush person. It's one of my favorite things to buy because you don't run out of it, right? You can buy like a perfume or a shampoo, but it has a shelf life. It's going to expire or you're going to get rid of it because you ran out. Brushes are forever, man, or good brushes are forever. And this was a really good buy for me. And I don't know if Rephr is getting as much love as I think they deserve. So I wanted to take the time today. Similar to what we were talking about with the Rephr brushes, this is the Shiseido eyelash curler. You would not think eyelash curlers can make such a difference, but if you are like me and you have straight, stubby, annoying eyelashes that just don't want to curl for nothing, you would love this. I feel like right after I got it, because I used to have this in my makeup kit, I remembered how great it was, but I picked it back up recently, and then again, I don't know if the algorithm just be algorithming, but suddenly I heard a lot of people talking about it as well, so I wanted to share my thoughts on it. Like I said, if you have trouble with curling your lashes, if it doesn't come together for you, this actually will make a difference. Not all not all eyelash curlers are created equal. I do notice a measurable difference in this one versus any other one that I've tried. In fact, I have like 3 or 4 in my drawer right now because I'm trying to get these lashes together, y'all. Like, I don't know what it is. I just don't have it in that department. My lashes and my eyes are such a pain point, and this eyelash curler will get the most stubborn, skinniest, shittiest lashes of your life and lift them up and get them to stay up and be bright and bold and beautiful. Like, you really should consider testing this out if you've had an issue with your lashes. Speaking of my shitty lashes, this is the Ordinary multi-peptide, right? Yeah, multi-peptide lash and brow serum. I wanted to pick up a lash serum that didn't have whatever that ingredient is. Oh, what is it called? I can't remember what it's called. I'll put it up here somewhere. There's an ingredient that is in many brow serums that will eat your friggin' fat pads around your eyes, which means your eyes are gonna start showing aging way sooner than necessary. Look, everyone, it's all about picking and choosing your battles. And for me, I don't want longer lashes if it means I have to have hollow, sunken under eyes. So once I found out that was a thing, I have not used a lash serum since. This works. This is crazy how much it worked, considering it's only like $12. I don't know if it works as fast as something like Latisse. What did I use before? I used Revitalash before. Doesn't work as fast, but it does work. Like, particularly, I've noticed the biggest difference on my brows. For some reason, y'all, my brows will get with the program. Like, if I'm gonna start growing hair, like my hair on my head will start growing better because maybe I'm doing a different supplement regimen or taking my vitamins. It'll be the hair on my head, my brows, but my lashes just will not get on code. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I've noticed the biggest difference in my brows, but it is changing my lashes. And I had incredibly low expectations for this. Incredibly low. I was like, $15, I don't know. We'll see. It works. I don't know. Wanted to throw it out there. If you're like me and you have struggle lashes, I think you'll like this. I think I've mentioned this before. I'm not sure, but I wanted to talk about it because I was recently packing my everyday makeup bag. And as I was putting this in there, I was like, I don't know if I've given this enough love on my channel because I really want to spread the good word. This is the Dermatology Luminous Eye Corrector in SPF 41. This is amazing, you guys. I know that everyone loves the Color Science one. I've not tried that one, so I can't compare. I have tried some Color Science products and did like them. But this is honestly, for every day, it's like a tinted sunscreen and this. I will run errands in just that and feel put together. I don't know, man. There's something about this formula. You get the impression because it is supposed to be a treatment, like it's a sunscreen, that you can't expect much by way of coverage and finish. This makes my under eyes look so smooth and beautiful and bright and healthy and like I'm not exhausted. I love this stuff, and I know that we tend to talk mostly about sunscreen during the summer. I feel like that's when we're all doing our sunscreen roundups and maybe adding more to our stash, although obviously we should be wearing it year round. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew so that you can never say no one told you, because I am going to tell you right now, if I could only keep one makeup product every single day, like on a daily basis, just so I don't look like a slug, it would be this. This makes such a difference. Like I said, more often than not, when I just need to run out the door, I'll like throw on a sundress, a little glowy sunscreen, and this, and I feel pretty. Like I don't feel like bad about myself, and it's so good. Mine's in the lightest shade. It works amazing as a sunscreen and as a makeup product. It's beautiful. I know you guys have seen me go on and on and on. I can't say enough good things about it. I even posted a reel about it today. Like I said, come follow me on Instagram. These Armani eye tints, I think, have got to be one of the best products I've tried all year. And I'm willing to say the best. Like out of all the foundations, concealers, skincare, this makes my eyeshadow application so fast. And especially, like I said, now when I am too tired to be bothered more often than not, that is saying something. They blend out amazing. They look expensive and just, oh, I can't even explain it. They do not enhance texture in any way. It takes 2 seconds to put on. Instant eye look right here. This is 22M Cashew, which is the first one I got. but I recently picked up 30M. I think this one's called Cedar. They're essentially the same thing. This one's a little bit warmer. This one's a little cooler. I feel like I'm going to use this one more for like smoky eyes come fall if I get a little hair at my butt and want to go smoky, because this one is noticeably cooler. In fact, this one reminds me a lot, like the tone of it is basically like the Makeup by Mario Neutrals palette. This is what this is. It's exactly that kind of feel, that kind of color story, and this one's just a little bit more warm, a little bit more pink. I am wearing this one today. I love them both. I just can't say it enough. They sell out all the time, so I just want to keep this front of mind for you guys in case you catch them in stock or something. I am telling you, you will like this. There's very few things, you know, I'll qualify something like, oh, you'll like this if blah, or don't get this if blah. No, period dot astronaut. There is no one who's going to try this and not like it. It's quite literally a perfect product. We so rarely see those, and that is what this is. Perfect. I want to talk about Westman Atelier. I am obsessed with this brand. I want to try literally everything. In fact, my whole makeup bag can just be Gucci Westman's products and I would be happy with it. She did such a good job with this line. And let me tell you something. I am not a clean makeup girly. In fact, when the freaking Givenchy powder got reformulated and everybody was like, oh, they're trying to go clean and go talc free. Like, nah, I'm gonna need makeup lines, particularly Givenchy, to maybe have like an extension of their core line called like the Daredevil, Renegade, Gives No F's, Dirty Girl line. Like, I don't care if it works good. I don't care how to, I don't care. Give it to me. Doesn't matter to me. I'm not a clean makeup girly at all. I'm not the one to go to for that. But what I will say is, for this being a clean line, I've never seen anyone do a clean product line that is this luxurious and performs this well. And I mean that across the board. Skincare, hair care, makeup. I've tried clean stuff in the past and it feels like you have to go into it with the understanding that like, well, it doesn't work that great, but it's clean. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that's what happens here. I think these are objectively stunning products who, holy shit, also are clean. I can't. So the first thing I want to talk about is the contour stick in the color Biscuit. I'm a pale princess. I'm super fair. This is the most perfect contour shade in the world. Contour and bronzing shade in the world if you are fair. The only reason I don't use it more is because I have other stuff to test, and I will literally only use this from now on if I didn't have other things I needed to try out and report back to you guys on. This is so good. It is simultaneously velvety and creamy. So what that means is it applies and blends beautiful, but that velvet aspect to it means it's got staying power. Like, it actually adheres really well to the skin. It's so freaking beautiful. And the packaging alone, like everything about what Gucci Westman did with this line is superior. I'm so impressed. I had a pretty good feeling I was gonna like it, but I couldn't have ever thought I'd like it this much. This is one of her blush sticks that I own. This is my second one, but I think it's my favorite. You guys, I can't say this. Garchonnet, I used it in a video the other day. One of you guys told me that it means tomboy in German, which I thought was so cool. But this is a deep, plummy, mauvey color, who I think tends to do really well on fair skin girlies. Like, it's not that I'm saying if you're fair, you shouldn't do the Sabrina Carpenter bright blush of it all. I'm just saying that you should try this and see how you feel about it, because it gives you that kind of bold blush effect, but looks a little bit more expensive and lived in on our pale skin, if that makes any sense. This is, in my opinion, identical in formula to this. It's that creamy, velvety, long wearing, blends out beautiful, pigmented gore. It's just so good, you guys. Westman Atelier is coming for all my money. My point is, Westman Atelier, everything I've tried is incredible and I'm definitely trying more, but if you pick up nothing else, I would highly recommend at least trying a blush and a contour. I don't think you'd be disappointed. I talked about this in a recent video. It's just a little trick I want to tell you guys about. Stone from MAC is having a little bit of an era because MAC released some collab with, I think it's Matt Healy's wife. Like, she made a lip kit or something. I don't know. Stone is a good lip pencil for lip contouring. Here's something I want you guys to think about. When people get older, when women get older, and they get lip filler because they feel like their lips are going away, what's actually happening is their lips are like widening. The fat pads, obviously, like there is volume loss, but also it's like they kind of go wide. Because when you're youthful, it's like the volume's all in the center and you get this little shorter fill trim thing and it's like the little pouty moment. As you get older, things start to kind of spread out, and that's where you lose that appearance of volume and you might end up getting filler. For me, what I have found, I have filler, to be fair, so it's not exactly like the most sage advice, but it's just something to consider. What I have been doing lately after I do my lips, which I did really fast today, so don't judge me if they look like shit. I will put my lip liner on, whatever lip liner I'm gonna use. Like today it's one of the lip liners I'll tell you about in a second, but I'll put my lip liner on and then I'll take Stone from MAC and I'll like contour the edges of my lip and then let this center area be brighter so that that kind of lengthening kind of ducky pout thing isn't so apparent. Because even though I do have filler and Botox, I feel like I can still see this like kind of lengthening of the mouth area. And I feel like this just kind of makes it look more perky. It just lifts it up a little bit because we have the contour right here, which is helping this part kind of create structure. And you know, what does contour do? It recedes and highlight brings forward. So that's what I'm trying to get. I want the corners of my mouth to seem pinched and the center of it to seem plump. Does that make sense? I'll have to demo this for you guys somewhere else. I'm just saying you should try this technique out. It really does make a difference. Let's talk about my lip combo today because in recent videos you guys have been asking me what I'm wearing and it's usually this. This is Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk in Fair and this is the Pillow Talk lipstick in Fair. If you could not get the regular Pillow Talk color to work for you, I never could. Even when I was tan, it just looked brown on me. It was not good. This is beautiful. This is so good. I'm not going to swatch it because I have it on. It's like the perfect lilac-y baby pink that's not, it's not like that Saint Germain from MAC kind of baby pink, like Nicki Minaj circa 2010 baby pink. It's like a mature, sophisticated, girly baby pink that makes you look beautiful. I don't know. I don't know. Fair skin for me, like I told you guys, if you don't know this, I have self-tanned for I don't even know how long. I think I started self-tanning when I was like 17 and I just stopped for good a couple months ago. And I mean, I didn't self-tan when I was pregnant, but outside of that, I have always self-tanned. So not self-tanning anymore has completely changed how I do my makeup because all the colors I used to own don't flatter me. The colors I tended to gravitate towards just of my own accord don't flatter me. I really had to go back to the drawing board. And what I've learned is like cool tone, and I mean by cool tone, like a lilac in it, baby pinks, or mauve colors, you'll hear me say it over and over again, are the ticket. And this just happens to be my current favorite lip liner lipstick duo. I have other ones I really like, but this is the one that I always reach for. Like, I have to force myself to use something else. Lip gloss and we're done. Going back to the mauve thing, I want to tell you guys about some mauve lip glosses I love. Hello, big shocker, Westman Atelier. This is her liquid lip balm. So it doesn't even tout itself as a lip gloss. It says it's a lip balm. Packaging is adorable, perfect. Everything about Gucci Westman's brand is so good. I'm sorry to keep messing with my hair. Like, I told you guys I'm struggling. So this doesn't claim to be a lip oil or a lip gloss. It has a very balmy texture to it. Oh, it feels like, it just feels so beautiful. This is it right here. The camera's not doing it any justice, I can already tell. It looks a lot more warm than it is in person. In person, it's perfection. Again, if you like a mauve, you would like this, and the formula by itself is a treasure. It's a treat to apply on the lips. Next is the Summer Fridays lip oil. I can't remember which one this is, but it's a mauve color. It's got mauve in the title. Same thing. They're similar, but not identical. I'm actually wearing this one today. I like how big and fat this applicator is. It takes like 2 seconds to put on. Only downside to this is it's a lip oil, so it's not gonna last exactly the longest on the lips. I think this one has a little bit more staying power, but I love this and I use it all the time. Like the reason I'm even talking about it lips at all, I tend not to do that because I feel like lips are so specific. Like your perfect lip combo is like a perfect pair of jeans. I can tell you guys all day and twice on Sunday, like, look at these jeans. They make my ass look amazing. But if you don't have like exactly my body type, it's probably not going to do the same thing for you. And I feel like that about lips. Like I have such a particular thing I like about lips. And then I also have a very specific coloring and my features and all that stuff. So I don't really like talking about favorite lip products, but if you do like a mauve, I don't think you could go wrong with these. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I will catch you very soon in a new video. I have some cool stuff coming that I'm really excited about. Definitely make sure you stick around and subscribe to see all the new things that are coming. Fall content is coming. I'm so excited. But all that being said, I hope you're having an amazing day and I will catch you in the next one.